So you could sit in a chair, edge of the bed, sofa, whatever. I'll sit on my little cushion here. And then bring the palms up to the chest. Just starting our practice by stopping. So even the moment we begin the yoga practice, we're ending something first, right? We're closing out everything that just happened before and coming here and now, spatially and temporally, into this moment. And then interlacing the fingers and resting the palms on the chest, and then lift the chest up into those hands. Receive the face, lift up through the back of the head, but don't let the head fall forward. So just getting taller through the chest, the throat, the neck, and the head. Creating space here. Of course, this is where all these impressions, emotions, and the physical food itself, right, is going to enter in through the head, through our ears, through our eyes, smells through the noses, the taste through the mouth. And even when it's not physical food, sometimes there's a smell and a taste to it, right? But the mental impressions, the emotional experiences tend to come in more through the eyes and ears. But just taking all of that, as well as a sense of touch and feel, and just lightly pulling the face back in towards the skull, the back of the skull. Your breath, just your regular everyday breath. Remembering that the breath is a really important part of digesting everything that we take in on every level. And then pressing the palms out, thumbs down, pinkies up. I don't think there's any other way you could do that unless you were double jointed. And inhaling, lifting the palms up any amount that you can. If you need to open the elbows to keep the arms in line with the ears, feel free to do that. You can straighten out through the elbows and the wrists, do that. Then we'll begin the breath of fire. So this can be very slow and steady, or it can go faster. The important thing is to find a rhythm that you can sustain. And also that you lift that low belly in and up on each exhalation. You emphasize the exhalation and you simply allow the inhalation. The inhalation is more passive. So here we go. And then turn to the right any amount that you can and keep going. Come back through center. Take a little break, inhaling and exhaling here, just regular, but emphasize that exhale. Pause at the bottom of the exhalation. So already paying a little more attention to completion, to release, to letting go. And then turn to the left, breath of fire here. And then inhale, come back through center. Exhale, very slowly release the fingers from right to left. Slowly let those arms float down, really taking the time to completely feel and experiencing the end, closing out the practice, letting the fingertips touch the earth or the palms rest on the thighs, just fully allowing the experience of breath of fire to be integrated in the body. And of course, part of that is that it helps us to let go of whatever it is. The wish that the sister would ask how you are, the wish that the family would understand whether you attend or do not attend. Just letting that go. Maybe feeling a little warmth, a little fire helping to burn up, melt away, dissolve anything that is not nourishing. And then taking your fingers up to your forehead and just very lightly drawing the fingers across there. You can go a little more deeper, I guess I would say. Press the fingers a little bit into the forehead if that feels good. Just imagine that you could be clearing out all those mental loops, those spinning thoughts, and then come to rest at the temples and do some gentle circles there. And then grab with your pointer finger and your thumb. You can use some other fingers too if you like. And start pulling on the ears. Put the thumb on the inside, the fingers on the outside. Work your way down and let that thumb really get into the seashell of the ear, into all those little nooks and crannies. And then the fingers on the outer ear, really pulling the ear away from the head, not off the head, but away. And then we get down to those earlobes, gently tugging on them a little bit. And then go back up and start again. And again, spend some time really getting in there. Ears away. And then as you finish up, again, there's always a little finishing action. So to finish clearing of the mind, we did the little massage to the temples to finish the ears. Put those pointer fingers right into the ear canal. Really get in there and do that. So yeah, so can we really close out, let go of all the things that we hear that we don't necessarily want to hear, or we take in the part that we want and let go of the part that we don't want. And then just a nice gentle touch around the jaw, the mouth, the chin, through the nose, just that body sattva, it's called, just a gentle touch of the face, these parts that smell and taste. And then oftentimes based on, the nourishment that we take in, start to then just gently stroke the throat, then we'll give out, right? And I think that's important to think about. Well, what comes out of us after, and not just below, but after we digest something, what comes out maybe of the mouth, what comes up and out of the throat. And then just gently washing across the chest. And again, those interlaced fingers just resting on the heart. It's really supporting the emotional digestion. So we started up with the mental impressions, the thought loops, the spinning of all those cognitions, and then brought that down. Even bring your gaze down, whether it's a soft gaze at a still point or an internal gaze with the eyes closed. Bring the gaze down to the heart. allowing for that emotional digestion. And then releasing and letting that go. And again, just taking that moment of ending, whether palms are up or down, whatever feels right to you. They each have a specific meaning. If palms are up, it's seeking of receptivity, palms down, looking more for grounding, rooting, centering. Again, just taking that temporal and spatial moment to be here and now and allow for things to really come completely to an end. And then come down into that more physical digestion. Take the hands in I guess it would be clockwise, but starting down below, going over to the right, up through center, over to the left. And here I would say press in as deeply as you comfortably can. So again, we're supporting this digestive process and the agni to be available to us whenever we need it. So that even if we are caught off guard, a moment just arises and there we are. And what do we do? This will help us to be able to access that rest and digest a process quickly in any moment. And we're only going to go in this one direction. So, usually in yoga, you do everything on both sides or in both directions, but this is the direction of digestion. So, the ascending colon on the right, ascending colon on the left. So, we always want to go with that. And then again, letting that go, just feeling your belly, letting the hands move away from the belly. Another moment of closure. And we'll inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, right hand down. So here's that right side that we want to always work with first when it comes to digestion. And rather than trying to really lift and lengthen through the left side, think more about drawing this right side in and lifting up through the right side. And then notice what happens to the left side as a result of that. Lifting that low belly in and up. And now with that left side nice and open, take the left hand to the outside of the right and try not to lose the space that you just created there. Just the opposite on the right side, you just compacted it. Now lift that up, reach the right arm back for whatever you can reach. I'm going to hold on to my cushion. Try to lift up evenly through both sides of the body. Pull the right ribs back, pull the left ribs around. And again, feel that you're really pulling in on that right side. Working with the digestion. A soft gaze at a still point. So keeping that sustainable fire, that internal flame that isn't dying down, isn't roaring out of control, but just lightly leaping and warming. And then inhale, come back through center, reach up, and exhale, let that left hand come down. Again, rather than trying to reach through the right side, think more about lifting the left side up and pulling it in. Pull it in and lift it up. So that really the left side does the work Now, that right side that just got compacted and squeezed is opening and it's releasing, releasing over to that left side. So, in this instance of doing the right and left, the completion comes when we have done both sides equally. And then as you're ready, lift up through that left side. Try not to lose any space in the right side. Bring the right arm across. Reach that left arm back any amount that you can. Don't come so far around that you lose space in the right chest. Lift the armpit chest area up and spin around to the left. Have a soft gaze at a still point. And so as we finish up here with that second side of this movement, again, a good time to think about what you're releasing, letting go of expectations. This is a season that is fraught with expectations and also a lot of disappointment as well coming with those expectations. Releasing that, letting that go, coming back through center. This time, arms just relaxed. And again, that moment of ending. A few breaths here, inhaling and exhaling, focusing on the exhalation, pausing at the bottom of the exhalation, not rushing through the ending. If anything, really lingering there. And then let's come to standing. And here, I'll go sideways. So have a little bend in the knees. And we'll inhale, reach the arms out, but pull the shoulders back. So it's a tiny chair pose. And then on the exhale, pull the elbows in and back and lightly fist the hands. And we'll do that a few times. So inhale, exhale. Tailbone long, low belly lifting. And again, really thinking about releasing and letting go here. And then bringing a little twist into it. So just the right arm reaches out, twist to the left. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, left arm reaches out, twist to the right. Exhale, pull it in. So just one arm at a time now, adding a little twist. Cross country ski it, we can say. Make sure you have a clean finish on both the reaching out and the pulling in. And then once again, we'll reach both arms out. We'll inhale. Keep the breath in, keep the breath in, and then pull the arms back and pump. So this is on a full breath. I can't actually do it because I'm talking. Good. And then just whenever you feel ready, when you feel complete, again, look for that ending. And then bring the hands to the thighs, pull the belly in and up, and exhale completely. You could have a little sound here like, ha. Really get it out. And then just be here in this moment of completion, of ending, of letting go, releasing all that does not serve you. But at the same time, knowing that all this nourishing, pranayama and movement and discussion that we've been doing, that you can hold on to. That will nourish you. And as you're ready, inhale, stand up. And then again, not rushing through this ending. Be here. Be present now. Feel your feet into the earth. Feel your legs long and strong. Feel your heart lifting. Maybe feel a lightness and a buoyancy through the skull and the brain, the facial skin soft, receding the face. Hopefully clearing out on every level here, mentally, emotionally, and physically. And let that go.